All right. Special greetings to everybody from the Snow City, Canada. You're welcome to Masego Empire. To all our new followers, to everybody who is new on the page, welcome. Special greetings to you. I want to assure you that the purpose for which you have followed this page, you're going to accomplish it. So relax. Make sure you ask questions during discussions, ask questions during question and answers, and all your doubts will be cleared. Now, today, we want to take a look at, Fokuma, how are you doing? Today, we want to take a look at how we can study in Canada for our master's and our Ph.D. programs. So we'll be talking about graduate and postgraduate programs. Now, we'll also be paying attention to getting a scholarship. So all the discussions that we are going to have will be centered on three things. Number one, where to get the right university to apply to in Canada. Number two, how we'll be able to get admission. Then number three, we'll also talk about how to get a scholarship, because these three things comes together to make your studies in Canada a success. Okay, thank you, Fokuma. So these are the three major things that we're going to talk about today. But I'm going to summarize it. I'll take questions, I'll take suggestions, and what have you. Now, today, I'm actually going to talk to two groups of potential masters or PhD candidates. Number one, I'm going to talk to all those who are in their final years of their undergraduate program. So if you are pursuing a bachelor's program and possibly you are in level 400, I'm going to talk to you. You are in level 400, you are part of the discussion we are going to have now. Now, you are also somebody who has completed your program. You have actually graduated and possibly you are working, or you graduated and you just want to continue and do your masters, or you are done with your masters and you want to pursue your PhD. Now, in this regard, there are certain peculiar things that I would like to draw your attention to. Number one, if you have graduated, already you know your major. So if you are studying something relating to Bachelors of Arts in English language, you know your major. Your major could be literature, your major could be whatsoever. Now, after knowing your major, you need to know your field, where exactly you're working now. Now, it is very important to also consider the way the major, some of our major, as we know in our undergraduate program, seems to be different as to how they are referred to for your master's program. And this thing happens by school after school. So you also need to know how your program is being referred to, how your program is called for your master's program. After knowing this basic thing, which can be found on your transcript, on your certificate, I want us to now talk about what are your interests, what really interests you. You need to know that. After knowing your interests, you should also consider that particular program, BSc Mathematics, BSc English Language, BSc Political Science, BSc Sociology. Ask yourself, do you have interest in that program? Your interest is very important because your interest will drive you to be able to perform. Now, after knowing what interests you, we also need to consider, what are you doing currently? Because your master's should be based on two things. Number one, your master's should be based on your experience. So if you are somebody who has studied maybe a political science, but based on the work you are doing now, you are not working in maybe in a field of politics, you are not working in a field of political science, maybe you find yourself in the classroom. So if you are teaching with your political science certificate, it means that you can study your master's program in education. So your master's or your further studies is based on your experiences. Now, you can also continue your program based on the progress of your educational career. So the progress based on your educational career simply means that you have a bachelor's of science, maybe biology. So you want to continue with biology for your master's. That is the progress of your educational career. So these two things should determine the graduate or the postgraduate program you need to study. Once you have done this, then you need to consider the next thing. And this thing is very critical. You need to think about the country you want to study in. What country do you want to study in? So today the focus is on Canada. So maybe your focus will be on US, your focus will be on Australia, your focus will be on Belgium, your focus will be on Netherlands. So you need to consider, Efo, how are you doing, Wisdom? So you need to consider which country you want to study in. It's very important. So you have decided to study in Canada. So you want to study in Canada. The next thing I want you to do is just pick your phone. Pick your phone and Google based on your program you want to study. Just Google. Is BSc or is accounting a high demand course in Canada? Ask Google. It's very important. Ask Google so that you know what lies ahead of you. So ask Google, is BSc mathematics or is mathematics a high demand course in Canada? Or is biology a high demand course in Canada? Google will give you. Google will even tell you that it's a high demand course. You want to come and read maybe masters in health promotion, masters in nursing. You want to come and do biomedical science. Ask Google, is biomedical science important course in Canada? Google will tell you. Google will even tell you that course is of high demand. Google will even tell you the minimum wage that is paid. Google can even give you the various organizations, the various companies that truly need that course, because the sustainability of your career is very significant. So then you know that the program you are coming to study in Canada, actually organizations need it, institutions need it, the job sector in Canada truly needs it. Then you are done. Once this is settled, you are done. Then you know that you are doing the right thing. You get that? Now, after you have done this, then the next thing you need to do is to ask yourself, which university am I going to study at? Because perhaps you don't know any university. Maybe perhaps today might be the first time you having the opportunity to listen to this. You have never been to Canada before. So ask yourself, which university am I going? Let me give you the basic one. Titus, how you doing? Because I wouldn't be able to do this for everybody. Just pick your phone. Then just type list of public universities in Canada. Listen to this very carefully. Don't attend a private university as an international student. If you attend a private university in Canada as an international student, you will not be able to stay in the country after graduation. Stay in the country after graduation simply means that you can't do what is called post-graduation work permit. People call it postgraduate work permit. That simply means that when you graduate from your master's or your Ph.D. program, they'll give you opportunity to work. Now, the minimum duration you can work after your master's is 2 years. Then they'll give you that opportunity to start to work in Canada as a full-time worker to gain Canadian work experience. After gaining the work experience, if you feel like staying in the country, then you apply for your permanent residency. If you attend a private school, you can't qualify for this. So just pick your phone and type list of public universities in Canada. Aniela, how are you doing? List of what? Yeah, if you have a question, just drop it. Yeah, drop it. So list of public universities in Canada. All the lists will come. The list can even go over 200 public universities in Canada. Once you have seen the public universities that they drop, you can just click on one. Click on one of the universities. Maybe the name of the university that will come will be Brock University. The name of the university that comes. If you talk, I'll mention names of certain universities. Maybe the university that the thousand or the countless numbers of universities that will come is maybe the first one is Brock University, BROCK University. Click on Brock University. Gidi Glow Gifty, how are you doing? So once you have clicked on Brock University, it will take you, you will see the program, the various programs that are available. You see admission requirements, you see scholarships, blah, blah, blah. Then the first thing you need to do after you have clicked on Brock University is check the various programs that are available in the school. Because it is Danielson, because it is not all universities that offers all programs. Every university has certain specific programs that they pursue. So check the programs in Brock University. Maybe your program is accounting, you have BSc in accounting. So check and see if Brock University actually offers BSc accounting, or if they have masters in accounting in Brock University. Once you have seen that they have masters in accounting, what the next thing you need to do is check the admission requirement. It's very important. So I will address that. So after you have this is seeing the masters in accounting, then please check the admission requirement. Let me give you some of the basic admission requirements. Admission requirements differ from course to course. Now let me give you the one that cut across all of them. One, they would have indicated that for you to qualify for masters in accounting, your bachelor's degree needs to be a 4-year program, or your bachelor's degree needs to be in accounting or a related field. You get that? So it means that if you have a degree in accounting, you are qualified. Maybe if you have a degree in maybe management, you are qualified. You see, if you have a degree in economics, you are qualified because they said related field. Then another admission requirement you see is that you should have a minimum CGPA of 70%. The 70% CGPA simply means that you should have a second class upper. Some of them will tell you to have a CGPA of 65%. The 65% simply means second class lower. You get that? Now, after you have checked that, once you see that already you know your class already, it's on your certificate. In case you don't even know, you can refer to it on your certificate. You can refer to it on your transcript. So once you meet this, if you are coming from Ghana, you are from Nigeria, we know that you don't need English proficiency to study here. So the English proficiency they'll be talking about wouldn't concern you. Age, please, that age is never a factor. You can be 90 years. Once you can stand, learn, age is not a factor. Sister Gidiglo, age is not a factor at all. Now, after you have checked that, it means you have qualified. You see? Now, the next thing you need to check after you have seen that you qualify is go back and check the scholarship opportunities. Let me say this. A lot of people wish to study for their masters, their PhDs in Canada. But the reality is that the tuition fee, the payment of tuition fee, which is the school fees, is a major problem. So what you need to do is that hide at the back of a scholarship to be able to study for your masters or your PhDs here. Once you have gotten a scholarship, if you have gotten a full scholarship, it means that you pay your tuition fee and give you a monthly stipend. You don't have to worry. They give you money every month. It's okay, good sum of money that will take care of your groceries, your food, your rent, and all this stuff. If they have given you a partial scholarship, which means that they will pay only your tuition fee, You have opportunity to work and study. That is it. You'll be working and be studying at the same time. You see? So go and check the scholarship requirement. Now, for most schools, to be able to get a scholarship is based on two things. To get a scholarship is based on two things. Number one, if you are going to study a program that is a thesis based, master's program have two categories. We have the thesis based, which is also referred to as the project based or the course based. The course based is just like the MEd we refer to in Ghana. They just reading theoretical course and graduate. But if you are going to read a project or a thesis based masters, it means that you are going to have a theoretical aspect, then you do your project work. You see, so they give scholarship for people who are only going to do their thesis or they are going to do their project-based masters. You get that? Now, some of the schools will state on their website that you do not need to apply for scholarships differently. Once they have admitted you, it means that they will consider you for a scholarship. It makes it so simple, so easy. So yours is to apply to that particular school. And once the school admits you, they'll consider you for a scholarship. Now, let me tell you the reality happening now. Almost everybody wants to come to Canada to study. So the admissions are now becoming highly competitive. So schools that will tell you to just apply, they'll consider you for scholarship. There are 1,001 people that are applying to those schools. So the advice I will give you is that rather consider schools that will tell you to secure a supervisor. So the schools will state it categorically that it is your duty to secure a supervisor before you start the admission process. This supervisor in question is somebody who will supervise your thesis, your project work that you're going to carry out. This supervisor will supervise you. So it is your duty to send email to the supervisor. So they have all the supervisors with their areas of specialization. You see? Now, so before you contact the supervisor, already we have spoken about your area of interest already. You see? So based on that, just look through the list of the various supervisors there. Check and see which supervisor has the area of specialization that matches with your area of interest. Thank you, Rex. So once your area of research matches with a particular supervisor's area of specialization, that is the right supervisor for you. Now, it is your duty to send an email to the supervisor. The good thing is that once you have sent an email to the supervisor and the supervisor agrees to supervise you, the supervisor gives you the go ahead to apply to that school or to that course, to that program. Already it means that you have gotten a scholarship. Because most of the departments, they have their grants, they have their scholarships waiting. Some of the supervisors have their personal scholarships. So once he agrees to supervise you, he give you a scholarship. And in your email that you'll be sending to the supervisor, you can ask him if there is funding opportunity. Now, I have a video on the page already on how to write that particular email to the professors, to the potential supervisors. So please refer to that discussion, that presentation on how to write your cold email that the supervisor hasn't asked you to write. I've done presentation on that already. Now, the good thing is that most schools in Canada as of today, they have closed their admission for fall 2024. We have 3 intakes, but for most graduate and postgraduate programs, they start in fall, that is September. So most graduate programs application have already ended for September 2024. But there are certain programs that have multiple intakes. There are certain programs that have intake for winter. that is January. There are certain programs that have intake for summer. That is for April, May. But most of them, it's September. Now, because the universities will compel you to get your supervisor before you apply, if you are somebody who wants to attend school in Canada, you are somebody who wants to do your master's in 2025, the right time to begin sending emails to the supervisors is now, because it takes time to get a supervisor. You need to write your email, attach your CV to it, and send it to the supervisors. Some of the supervisors will not even respond. Some will respond. So you need time to be able to do this. So if you want to study for 2025, that is why I said those who have already graduated and those who are in level 400, the time to start is now. The time to start sending the email to the supervisors is now. You get that? Good. So once you are sending the email to the some of the supervisors will reply you and tell you that, oh, yes, I'm available. I even have a scholarship for next year, but I would like to have an engagement with you. The supervisor will schedule a Zoom discussion with you, like the way you and I we are having the engagement. The supervisor can interview you. Some of them will interview you just to know that they want to pick the right candidate, or they are going to give the opportunity to the right candidate. Because once they are giving you a scholarship in that school, the scholarship they are giving you comes with what we call assistantship. We have teaching assistantship. If the scholarship they are giving you is teaching assistantship, it means that you'll be helping the supervisor. If you are going for master's program, it means you'll be helping the supervisor to teach your undergraduate students. So if you are doing your master's, you help the supervisor to teach those who are reading their bachelor's or their degree, their first degrees in that school. That is called teaching assistantship. Now, the scholarship they can give you is also refers, we have another one which is called research assistantship. It means that you will be helping that particular supervisor to do lab research. You'll be doing a lab research in that particular school. So the time to start is now. Wisdom is asking, is it automatic that once you write a cold email to the supervisor, you apply for the school and the program you'll be admitted? What I have said is that the supervisor should give you the go ahead. The supervisor should agree that he is willing to supervise you before you apply. And once you apply to the program, and based on the agreement you have had with the supervisor, you have about 99% chances of getting admission. Because the supervisor says he's willing to work with you, the admission committee will not refuse you. Because the admission committee needs approval from the supervisor before they review your document. You have already learned that, you have fulfilled that. So if you are writing the code email, I told you to refer to that. You realize that I told you to state certain uh, uh, information about you, the class you have you have obtained, your research area, things that you are doing. So the professor who is the supervisor knows that this person is the right candidate to come and work with me. Good to go. So that is it. That is it. So, but for schools that will tell you not to get a supervisor, it means you just need to apply direct. But I told you of what is happening. You get that? Good. Now let me see. Somebody also asked a question here. Please say, what of someone with a diploma in IMC and in human resource development? You have a diploma. You can't use your diploma to come and do your master's here. You can't use your diploma to do the master's. You see that? So a diploma, you can only apply for degree. Do you see that? Good. That is it. So with your HND, no, you can't use HND to apply for masters. But if you are somebody who, based on what is happening in Ghana, for Nigeria, I do not know. You are somebody who has HND in Ghana for 3 years. Then you did the top up on the HND. You did a top up of 2 years. Some of the top ups are 2 years, some of them are 1 year. Then they give you the BTEC. You use the HND and the BTEC to apply for masters. You get that? That is it. So Gifty, I've already answered you. Now let's move on. Now, let me give you list of certain universities in Canada that you can apply to such schools, that you should check such schools, verify your programs, check the program requirements, and if you are expected to send a cold email to supervisors, if you need to secure a supervisor before you apply to that school, start now. Start now. You can see, because some of the supervisors may not reply you, but see, if you are so aggressive, if you are aggressive, you get it. Will they list the names of the supervisors and their email on their website? Yes. The schools will list all the names of the supervisors, their areas of research, their website, some of the projects that they have carried out, some of the researches that they have done. All those things are there. Their emails are there. You see it? Those are the things that will provide. So every information that you need is already on the school's website. Now, let's start with names of some public universities in Canada. Be dropping the names in the comment section for me. I've mentioned the first one, Brock University. Drop the name, Brock, B-R-O-C-K University. Drop it. One of the finest universities. You can check it. Another one is University of Toronto, or we call it University of Toronto. Yeah, the word is not Toronto. So University of Toronto. But for University of Toronto is actually the best university in Canada based on ranking and all the stuff. For you to get admission in that school is very competitive. So I will urge you to be very careful, check and see, especially if you have a first class, you are good to go. Then if you are checking on the school's website based on the names of the various universities I'm going to mention, please check their acceptance rate. Check and see. Some of the schools, they have 70% acceptance rate, 80%. You see, if the school has a higher acceptance rate, it means that they accept a lot of students that apply to that particular university. So a school which has 80% acceptance rate, it means that if 100 applicants apply, at least 80 of them will get admission. That's it's good. There are some of the universities that have acceptance rate of 35. You see, so it means that getting admission in such schools are competitive. Nobody drop Brock University in the comment section for me. Now, another university that I mentioned is University of Toronto. Drop it in the comment section for me. University of Toronto. Then another university that I want us, Brock University, good. Another university I want us to consider, University of Ottawa. Ottawa, O-T-T, then A-W-A. University of Ottawa. Then another university that I want us to talk about is Acadia University, ACADIA University. Drop it in the comment section so that people can get the no. Titles is Ottawa, O-T-T-A, not who. University of Ottawa. Acadia University, that's good. Then you drop Ottawa again. Good, good. Brock University, good, Brock University. Then Goda, how you doing? I see you, my good friend. Then University of Ottawa. Please drop it for me. University of Ottawa. These are good universities that will give you good scholarships. Good titles, University of Ottawa. These universities, you check, they have funding. Good one. Then Simon Fraser University. Simon Fraser University. This university, Simon Fraser University, actually has some good scholarship packages that they can give you. So please check it. Try to secure your supervisor and you get good funding. The scholarships are just based on your academic performance. The scholarship is based on what your excellency in that particular program you have undertaken. The scholarships are based on good athletics performance that you have displayed. Like Goda is a sportsman, so they will consider one his academic achievement. If that is not what they have gotten, they will consider his athletics, his sports, this exceptional skills that he has demonstrated in sports. So you check Simon Fraser University. Then you check another university is University of Prince Edward Island. University of Prince Edward Island. The Simon Fraser, I didn't see it. Simon Fraser, good. Simon Fraser University. Then University of Prince Edward Island. University of Prince Edward Island. Actually, the university I've just mentioned, University of Prince Edward Island, they accept people who have a second class lower. So if you have a second class lower, you have chances of getting admission in University of Prince Edward Island. They have that. Then another good Edward Island, University of Prince Edward, no problem. If you type that in Google, you get it. Then another university is University of or Memorial University of Newfoundland, right? Memorial University of Newfoundland. Memorial University of Newfoundland. The land has been found new. You get that? Good. Then University of, okay, now let's talk about another one. Branding University. Branding University. So we have Branding University. These are good universities. Apply to them. You get scholarships for your masters, get scholarship for your PhDs. You get it. Now, another university that I want us to talk about is University of New Memorial University. Good. Thank you, Golda. Thank you, Golda. Then let's talk about University Memorial Gold Newfoundland. So let's talk about another one. Another one is in New Brunswick University. Just write New Brunswick University. New University of New Brunswick University. The province is New Brunswick. So yes, New Brunswick University. That is it. Now, another university that I want us to consider is University of Regina. Just like the way we write Regina, Regina, University of Regina. It's in Saskatchewan. Drop that in the comment section. Then another university in Saskatchewan is called University of Saskatchewan. University of Saskatchewan. For University of Saskatchewan, you don't even need to secure supervisor for certain programs before you apply. But for, I think for University of Regina, thank you. But for most programs in University of Saskatchewan, you don't have to apply. But for certain specific programs, engineering, pharmacy, nursing, biology, chemistry, health promotion, I think accounting also, you need to secure supervisor for some of these courses. University of Saskatchewan, thank you. Thank you. Then let's talk about University of Waterloo. Guess right, Water L-O-O. University of Waterloo. University of Waterloo. University of Waterloo. Then another university is called McMaster. MC, right? That's the Mac. Then you bring Master University, McMaster University. Then let's talk about, let me see. Oh, you didn't drop the University of Waterloo. Good. University. Then another university is McGill. 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 So McGill University is in British Columbia. Good. McMaster. So these are some universities that you can consider. Another university is, I think, Guelph University. G-U-L. No, G-U-E-L. Is it McGill? Good. Let me see. Is it that university? I'm forgetting the name. I think Guelph University, Guelph or so. Guelph University. I think there is a university like that. Guelph University. Then write it. I think that's the name, Guelph or something, Guelph University. Then another one is we have Trent University. Trent, Trent, Trent University. It's also one of the good universities that will give you a scholarship. They have scholarship packages that they give. Then I think there is Guelph. Thank you. Another university is, I think, is it is it Crandial University? Crandal. I think there is a university like that. Crandial University. You check that and see. It, I'm sure Crandial University. It's also one of the good universities. Now, another university is called York University. York, York University. York University. So for York University to, you don't need to secure a supervisor before you apply to this university. But the reality is that their admissions for graduate and postgraduate programs is York University is highly competitive. But they can give you some good fundings there. They have some good funding that they can actually give you. I think those are. Then I think another university, University of Canada West University. I think there is University of Canada West. Then the university are actually many, guys. The universities are many. So these are the list of the universities. So it is your duty now to just pick your phone, type the name of this university in Google, York University. It will bring it. University of thank you, Titus. Just type it in Google. Type it in Google. University of Canada West. It will come. You see it. It opens it. You see. Click on the website. It takes you there. Read the admission requirement. Check if your program is there. Check if you are supposed to secure a supervisor. If you are supposed to secure a supervisor before you apply, check the various supervisors there. Once you have seen that your program is actually offered in that school, check the list of supervisors on the website. Check their areas of specialization. Match it with what you want to do. You see, the area of specialization is key because if the school doesn't offer program relating to your area of specialization and you are sending emails to the professors, you are making a mistake, they won't mind you. So check their areas of specialization. Once your area of specialization matches with one particular professor, check details about the professor, send him message. See, I'm very certain you get a professor's approval. I'm very certain once the professor agrees to supervise you, you get a scholarship. Then you just come in and study and enjoy. Your life will be transformed. Then you go through the process here. You see, guys, that is it. Don't be lazy. Don't be stressed up. Don't think that, oh, this thing is stressful. It's not stressful. You are actually learning how to come and study here. Because for Canada, everything is online. Everything. The way we even do it in Ghana, you want to register for programs, you go there doing even registration of program, you have to do it yourself. Your course materials, everything is online. Everything is entirely online. So this is the way you start searching for information before you come here. Nobody will do it for you. If you come here, nobody will take you around. You are going here, somebody will take you. Everything you need to pick your phone and Google it. So this is the way we can actually start training ourselves before we come. Get that? I realize that nobody asks a question, but somebody asked a question here. Let me try and see. How are you doing? Say, I'm fine. I have sent you a mail about Canada work permit. My education is this from Pakistan. I have multiple soft skills. How can I come to Canada? I have no investment to buy work permit. Any company should give me work permit free of charge. Well, I don't know. Work permit. I've done a video on how to secure or how to apply for jobs in Canada. That video is on the page. So yours is to go to www.jobbank, I think jobbank, gc.ca, jobbank, gc.ca. There are 1,001 jobs there. You apply for such jobs. In those jobs, if you apply in they are giving you limaya. You don't need to pay anybody. You get that, sister Aniela. That's it. I'll respond to your email. The emails were actually plenty. So Sister Gift, you have already answered this question. You don't need to worry about age. Age is not a factor. Age is not a factor. So, Kuma, have answered you. Let me see. Thank you, Rex. I've answered Godwin. Thank you. Thank you for Kuma too. Let me see if there is any. What about those with diploma in health-related courses? Yes, Celestine Kukua. Wow, I'm concerned. I like this name, Kukua. Now, Madam Kukua, you having a diploma in health, I tell people, if you have a health background, Canada is one of the best destinations for you. You have diploma in health. One of the best destinations you should consider in the world is Canada, because there are a lot of health sector jobs here. Nurses are paid well over here. If you come here as a nurse, you make a lot of money. Now, you having a diploma in health-related course, I wouldn't advise you to go and do a degree. I don't know if you have a degree in Ghana already, or based on your name, I know you are Ghanaian. If you have only diploma, some of the diplomas are 3 years. I know diplomas are 3 years in Ghana. Certificate programs are 2 years. Don't apply to any university to go to in Canada. Apply to colleges here. Sister Kukua, apply to college. Check this college right now after this discussion. North Atlantic College. North Atlantic College. Check and see if there are any health programs there. If there is a health program, apply for a diploma program there. Or health program, most of them, they are certificate program. Apply for a certificate program to come and study a course like, see, you may be a midwife in Ghana. You may be a nurse in Ghana. You may be community health nurse in Ghana. That is good. Just good, North Atlantic. Thank you, Titus. Just apply for programs like personal support worker, gerontology, palliative care, international health nurse. Then this, at least I've mentioned 4 programs. Just apply to any of these programs, get admission, come and study in college for 1 year. After studying in college for 1 year, Sister Kukua, when you finish in this college, North Atlantic College is in Saskatchewan. For Saskatchewan, you only need to do your postgraduate work permit, which I've already explained as working to gain Canadian work experience. You only need to work for 6 months in Saskatchewan. Then you can apply for your permanent residency. When you complete your program, then you register and write your end place. If you good personal support worker, palliative care, gerontology, thank you, Titus. I'm grateful. So once you are done with the program, you register for your NCLEX. Once you have written the NCLEX exam and you pass, they will give you a nursing license to practice. If you are somebody who has a degree in Ghana, that is very good. Apply to college. If you have a degree and you have done your college certificate program here, now you are going to put the two together. So you having a degree in Ghana, you can actually do the register. You'll be given a registered license or you'll be given a license as a registered nurse. If you see the money nurses are making here, Charlie, it's no joke. Going to UK is a waste of time. If you pay £8,000 to somebody, £12,000 to go to UK to go and look at a job, come to school in Canada and see the wonders of the Lord. So you write your own clip, they give you license as a registered nurse. You see, it helps also. And so there are so many categories of nursing licenses they give. But if you have a degree in Ghana, before you come and do the certificate program here, put the two together, they will give you a registered nurse license. But if you have a diploma in Ghana, and you come and do certificate here, they give you another certificate, but forgetting the name of that certificate. It's also good. Then you go through the process, you get your permanent residency. From there, you can actually go and do your degree now. You see, the school fees is very minimal. If you are a permanent resident, you are a citizen. The school fees is minimal because they will consider you as a Canadian. You not pay as an international student. Sister Kukua, this is a dream that I want you to push it to the latter. This is a dream that you can New Brunswick Community College. There is a community college in New Brunswick. The name, the groundbreaking, New Brunswick Community College. New Brunswick too, they need a lot of nurses there. Saskatchewan, they need a lot of nurses here. Ontario, they need a lot of nurses here. But based on the cap on international students, I told people, if you are somebody who is coming to study your undergraduate program, don't come to Ontario now. Go to Saskatchewan, go to New Brunswick. You see these places? Yeah, a lot of people are not there. So, Kukua, that is the information for you. I believe I've answered you. Guys, I believe there is no other question. Then we actually end it here. Please share this video. Share it for people to have access to this video. New, oh, no, bronze. Anyway, you've done well. Don't worry. When you type that in Google, if you type it in Google, Google will give you the right suggested name. Uh, so that is it. They'll give you the right suggested name. So guys, that is it. Share this video for others to have access to it. Share it for people to also make use of this opportunity and apply to schools in Canada. They need a lot of people to come. There are jobs here. That the reality that out of HND holders. Oh, Prince Kweku, I'm full. I don't know if I've pronounced your name well. Please, I've spoken about HND already. I've spoken about HND. So the video is about to end. Please go back and play the video. Thanks very much. God richly bless you. Thank you. Amen. God bless you too. Titus, share this video for others to have access to it. I may come back tomorrow. We will have a lot of discussion these days. We'll be having a lot of discussion. If you see a teacher, tell him or her to come and follow the page. I have some information to share with you concerning teaching opportunities in US. It's a great opportunity. Tell a teacher to also tell another teacher. You are a gold in that. God bless you. Bye-bye.